Esquire Duke here from That's My Entertainment. I'm here at the 2014 Comic-Con event, and I'm about to go sit down with Key and Peele for a nice interview. So take a ride with us as we get to talk to these guys, get in their heads, ask them some questions, and have a great time. Comic-Con 2014, That's My Entertainment. Thank you guys for being here again. I heard that you guys popped your, Comic-Con cherry. Was that last year? How does it feel to be back? What are you guys looking forward to, and what would you guys recommend, like, first-timers to go see while they're here at Comic-Con?
First of all, nobody pops their cherry at Comic-Con.
Oh, that right? Oh no! Oh no! He broke it down.
We're big fans. We had a great, we had an amazing time last year,
and it was a different experience last year because we performed a show. We put on it. We did a show. Okay. But this is now I feel like we've really done it because we did doing the panel. We've really done it.
As someone who did a panel last year, this was a much better panel experience than my panel. I did a panel last year for a Fox animated show that didn't end up being on Fox.
That never
voice talent.
That I was a voice actor on, but that no one knew who we were, what the show was. So we were ghosts. We were like zombies walking around. Everyone was like, "Who are you?" I'm sorry, you're actually supposed to take the trash out in the back. I'm like, "Oh no, we're here to do a panel."
Something like that.
More fun this year.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. A little more recognition. So yeah.
Well, just
more smooth. Yeah.
A show that people know is always.
It's always good, right? When you know what the show is.
Yeah.
I mean, the other big thing is it's just to walk. Sometimes you can go to different events. Like I'm not aware of all the events right now. Okay. I know that there's a parkour Assassin's Creed course, which I hear is pretty cool. And people are telling people to play laser.
There's a laser tag.
Laser tag.
I heard the voice go up. Yeah. Laser tag. I want to get the laser tag.
But the other thing is just walk around San Diego. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just because it feels. The best thing is it feels festive. It feels like it feels when you go to New Orleans and Mardi Gras. That's the festive feel. Less vomit though. Less vomit.
Yeah. Well, San Diegans will appreciate talking about San Diego like that. That's good. Though.
It's a nice town. Great town.
Thank you. I am from San Diego, so I do appreciate.
San Diego. Okay.
San Diego here. Yeah.
Well, we will be coming back here at least once a year.
Once a year for this great
quite
event.
some time. Yeah. We're sold.
We love this. This is terrific.
So I wanted to ask you guys about being included in Time Magazine's 100 Most Influential and a Peabody and the Emmys nomination. So how does all that feel?
How does it feel? I can't speak for Jordan in this particular case. I shouldn't speak for him in any case. He's his own man. But it's still dreamlike because we're so. I think what it is, we're so busy, and I think that sometimes if an actor does a piece of work, gets nominated for Emmy, and they might be on a break, they might be on vacation or something like that, they can soak that in. The thing is, we're still dealing kind of with deadlines in post-production, so it's hard, it's happening. It might be a night of, it might be an afternoon of when you're doing this to your bow tie going, oh my God, I'm going to the Emmys, you know. But the Time Magazine thing has now finally sunk in, and the Peabody thing, it makes me misty thinking about that people see our work that way. It's an excruciating honor. I mean, it really does. I'm so very proud of that achievement of our team, our crew, our other executive producers, Peter. It's just been what an honor. What an honor. Because I can't think of a higher honor from some American institution like that. So that's been amazing.
And it really took. I think it freed us up this coming season, to really say, look, we're not under the gun anymore. We've done something that has been, acknowledged by just really this amazing faction, and so now we go to work and it's just all right. Well, now we just have to find the fun. It's not this labor of fear that we're going to get canceled or that it's going to come off the wrong way.
Or that's too hot for TV or whatever the case may be. Yeah, you're right. It's given us a license.
It affects the work that we get to do now, which is really fun.
Yeah. So, Team Jordan, you all started off on Fox, but of course, network TV. Talk about the difference being on cable when it comes to writing, to the marketing, and also the directing.
I'd say the biggest difference is it's hard to answer the question completely because we were never in the rooms with the executive producers making decisions based on commerce and standards and practices when we were on Mad. And we are in the room here, and I always wonder how different the rooms are. What are the considerations that nobody at Comedy Central has to concern themselves with, that they concern themselves with all the time at Fox. So that, but I think that it did feel more limiting. You know, there were decisions that would come down and you'd go, so now we're not doing that sketch, or you were cast in a sketch and then a star wanted to do a guest star and you're no longer in that sketch, and you get that that's a powers that be thing. So I thought there was more of that going on there. Even if we weren't in that room, you could sense it. Yeah.
And for a network, you know, establish a network like Fox, you know, these are channels that need to, you know, are working on establishing their voice and everything. And Comedy Central, it's about comedy. So within that niche, they can essentially push us to express ourselves, and we're already in line with what they want. We're a comedy show, and the only thing left that's important is why is this show important? Why is this show?
Why do we need this show on our comedy network?
What's unique about this show from any of our other shows? So it's amazing.
Can you imagine being Fox or NBC? They're just throwing spaghetti at the wall. Because they need a wide swath of shows to get right. It's called broadcast television, not narrowcast television. Yeah.
And there's more freedom too. I mean, there's definitely. I was 27 when we did the pilot for Key and Peele, and you know, for them to trust me to do that and to allow me to work on the show for as long as I have, that's a level of trust that I think is harder won at the network level. So, you know, for cable, they're willing to take more chances because they have the freedom and the ability to, which is great and results in more interesting shows.
Okay. Now, I want to ask a question about, you know, the most human-like possible. Thinking back when you guys first started talking and being like, you know, I want to do sketches together. Let's start something on our own. And now seeing yourself 3 seasons in with the 4th season coming up, how was that feeling? Just thinking about, it was just a dream, it was just an idea. Now it's all running, it's huge, it's all over Comedy Central. How did that feel for you guys?
It's very cool. I mean,
it really is terrific.
I had, you know, I knew the second that I have to say, the second I knew I was going to get to pitch this show with him, I knew that if we got to make a pilot, it was going to work. Okay. Yeah. Because I just have so much faith in what he does, and you know, I've never seen a performer that, you know, just hits consistently and so well and it lands so hard. So I was like, you know, well, hey, if you give me this guy to work with here, you know, we have the same manager, and we worked together on Mad TV, but it was just one of those teams. I could have told you we'd be sitting here talking to you guys right now. It's great.
And for me, you know, I have a very similar sentiment in that as we were writing together at Mad, I was just watching him grow into a monster. And I knew, I mean, like I'm saying, like, no, you're a skinny guy who's 6'4", and the next thing you know, you're 300 pounds and you're nothing but muscle, and you're the best defensive lineman in the NFL. And I just was like, no one, there's not going to be, so in North, there is not going to be a better sketch writer. This is it. This is what it is. And I knew, and then everything was confirmed, even through the pilot and going into the second season. I said, we can't lose, because the sketches that he conceives and that our writers conceive, because our writers, we all work with one mind. If you make them bulletproof and then rewrite them again and then rewrite them again, and everybody's experienced, I think we can have something special. I think we can have something special. But, you know, I had no idea. You know, you told me 3 years ago I was going to win a Peabody. I'd go, oh, you're not a Terminator. Yeah, come on. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
No problem. All right, there we go. That was Key and Peele sitting down with us, having a great interview. Again, I'm Esquire Duke. That's my entertainment. What's yours?